Hi, good morning, everybody. We're going to get started in just a minute or two. Give folks a couple of minutes to connect. Thank you for joining. Okay, we're all ready to get started. We are recording this for future reference for anybody that was unable to join us. I know that would not be you because you're on the call, but please let your friends and family know that we do have these recorded so they can refer to them later on. I want to thank you for joining and wish you a good morning or possibly good afternoon if you're in other parts of the world. We appreciate you joining today. These webcast series we give to you as a value add of what we do here in the Testing Tools group. And with that, I'd like to make a couple of introductions. I'm your host for today, Glenn McDonald, and again, thanks very much for joining. I'm the product manager here for the Testing Tools. And with me here today in Islandia is Scott Davidson from engineering. Hello, Scott.
Hi, everybody.
And I know that Art Cartier is out today, but Rick Steer, I believe you're there. Rick?
Yeah, I'm on the line. Hi, everyone.
Hello, Rick. Rick, the product owner for FileMaster Plus and several other of our testing tools. Thanks for joining, Rick. And I'm not sure if Mike Dubois was able to join.
Yeah, I'm on the call, Glenn. Hello.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining. And Mike, as you know, leads our engineering team here, also based out of Islandia. So again, thanks very much for joining. We're going to keep this brief and to the point. And we had a couple of things we wanted to speak about today. We obviously want to speak about FileMaster Plus and how you can simplify your views with layouts. And we have Richa Navani that's going to be speaking about that in just a couple of minutes. But for now, we'd like to just chat a little bit about our documentation. And what we want to do is really help, have you help us help you with the documentation experience. And with that, we have Sarah Johnson, Senior Information Services Engineer on the line. Sarah, are you there?
I am. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, hello, Sarah. Perhaps you can take us through what looks to be, I think it's a 1-minute survey based on the slide. I'm just guessing here, but maybe you could take us through it.
Yeah, I just want to let you all know that this survey is just going to take 1 minute for you to complete. I wanted to make that clear. I hope I've done that. If you don't mind, switch over and open up your browser now. I'm going to read off this URL to you, and then I'm going to talk to you for a minute. And that way you can just take the survey while I'm talking. So switch over to your browser. The URL is https://www.surveymonkey.com, and then it's /s as in Sam, / and then it's CRCZF as in Frank, B as in boy, 5. Again, that's https://www.surveymonkey.com /s as in Sam /CRCZFB5. So
thanks, Sarah. And just to repeat it for those of you who may not have heard it, just go to surveymonkey.com, then /s, and I'll use my phonetic alphabet here. C Charlie, R Romeo, C Charlie, Z Zebra, F Foxtrot, D Bravo 5. Okay, if you can go there now, and then Sarah will take you through it. Sarah?
Yes. So we've been updating our doc structure to meet evolving customer needs, and you'll see this in the latest bookshelves, the HTML presentations, of the documentation, and you're going to see it on the upcoming wiki. I know we talked about that at the last, I think it was, user community meeting.
Conference record has joined the conference.
Sorry for the interruption.
That's all right. I'm asking you to take the survey because we want to better understand your needs. And while we do this by talking to you, I just wanted to get a little bit of a broader response to a couple of these questions, which is why we have the survey here. We know that the needs of mainframers can sometimes be different, or oftentimes be different, from the needs, the help needs, the documentation needs of our customers that are using our distributed products. And so, you know, while we're rolling out the wiki across all of our products at CA, we want to make sure that we're customizing things to meet the needs of mainframers specifically, which is why I'm looking to get a little bit of additional information from you. So I do have an account on the Testing Tools user community. Again, my name is Sarah Johnson, and so you can find me there. I think I've plugged this survey a couple of times on the user community as well. So you can contact me there, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any comments or questions. I would love to hear from you. I think I've probably been talking for about a minute here, so hopefully while I've been talking, you've completed that survey. If you haven't, I hope that you've got the sense here that it really takes about a minute to complete. So thank you all for your time. We hope that we are, like I said, meeting your needs in the documentation experience. And if we're not, please make sure you're letting me know what we can do to improve it for you. Thanks for your time.
Hey, thanks a lot, Sarah. And again, folks, we really appreciate your input and feedback. It really helps to guide us and direct us as to how you'd like to see things done. And a lot of the improvements you've seen over the years is just exactly because of that. So again, we thank you for your time, and we thank you for filling out that brief survey. Okay, we're going to move on now with Richa Navani, software engineer here in Islandia, New York. Hello, Richa.
Hey, Glenn. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me go ahead and shift over control to you. Give me 1 second. Okay. You are now the presenter.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Richa Navani, and I'm a software engineer working with the CA FileMaster Plus team. We are trying to modernize our mainframe world by creating GUI interfaces for our existing mainframe application. And our today's agenda is, in this session, we'll go over record layouts functionality. We'll also cover how we can add layouts to the layouts view in our CA FileMaster Plus GUI for FMMVS. And after that, towards the end, we'll be going over the using layouts in the Open Wizard. So the first question that comes to our mind today is why use layouts? And the answer to that is record layouts can be used for browsing and editing of data sets using a formatted view that displays the data for individual fields. We can also use record layouts for utilities such as print, reformat, copy, compare. And we could also use them for specifying filters and using conditions that evaluate field values. Now, in order to use a record layout, you first need to define the library and the member name or a custom layout. Here, we'll be showing the MVS GUI to demonstrate how we could add layouts to the layouts view. And let me just bring that up. So this is our MVS GUI. Here we have the layouts view open. We can right click in the view and choose add layout. This brings up the add layout dialog. Over here you can specify the layout dataset name, and you could specify a layout member. You could specify a wildcard member criteria and click select. You could select the member and click OK. Now, upon clicking OK, the member is added to the layouts view. I have a couple of other members as well. This is my custom record layout with a description. You could expand the member to view the record fields and related information. Now, once the member is added to your layouts view, you can simply right-click and choose View Layout. This brings up the View Layout wizard. Now, upon clicking Next, we can see that here we have more information about the layout member like position, type, format, and length. So you can view the layout fields. Now, once we have added the layout members to the view, we are ready to use them. I have a directory list view here open, and I have added a vstem file. So what we can do here is you could right-click in the view and choose Open. This is one way of getting to our editor on the GUI. So this brings up the Open wizard, and I'm going to view this file. Upon clicking Next, you can specify options. Now, since layouts help us to view data in formatted display, we could choose single record mode, and we could choose one of the members from our layout view drop-down. Now, once that is chosen, we could dynamically build selection criteria from the record layout field by clicking the layout button. Okay, so this brings us to the layout view dialog. And over here, I could specify a condition, say customer name contains Barry. Upon clicking OK, this condition is added to my record selection criteria group box. The other cool feature that the GUI has, and this is something that's not on the mainframe today, is importing from selection criteria. So when I click import, here you could specify a selection criteria data set and a selection criteria member. You can again wildcard selection criteria member. Upon clicking OK, the selection criteria conditions are added to your selection criteria group box. So now I have the Open wizard ready, and I have some selection criteria here. And upon clicking Finish, we'll see that the records will be displayed based upon our selection criteria. So here I have an editor open, and I have two records that have customer name Barry. So this is the first one, and upon clicking Next, this is the other record that has customer name Barry. So going back to our presentation. So as we saw today in our MVS GUI, we were able to use record layouts to customize how data sets and records were displayed in the browse or edit mode. And with the layouts, we could also specify the display mode and the format in which to display it. And we were also able to view the record layout content to show the position, length, and format of each field in the record layout. Moving to the summary of layout benefits, as seen from our MVS demo, we were able to use record layouts for formatted display of records within a data set or member. We were also able to dynamically build selection criteria conditions in our Open wizard. And we can also use layouts for utilities like copy, compare, and reformat. So that's with the record layouts. Passing it on to Glenn.
Great, thanks, Richard. That was terrific. We appreciate that. And that's pretty much it. We wanted to, make you aware of this benefit within FileMaster Plus. I know many of you have asked about this particular functionality, so we were delighted to be able to show it to you today. So we're going to pause now and see what questions you have.
So Glenn, is this the new change for CA FileMaster, or this option was always available and we were just talking about it?
Oh, is that Nitin?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Nitin. Hi. Thanks for joining. No, actually, this is something that's been part of the product, but it's one of those features that folks, may or may not have been aware of.
Okay.
This is something that we wanted to just draw attention to. There's, and that's part of the reason why we do this call. There's so many things that can be done with our tools, and we're trying to bring awareness. But great question. Thank you.
Does it cover all the language? COBOL, Assembler, and a few others, as far as the record layouts go?
Oh, it handles COBOL and PL1, where there are copybooks.
Okay. No assembler? High-level assembler?
Assembler, not at this time.
Okay.
Glenn, this is Orel. But my shop uses TSO. I know you have the same features. Could you tell me where we could get the documentation for using this in TSO?
Oh, sure. As a matter of fact, some of you may not be aware of the change we've made to our access to our documentation. If you go to ca.com and just look for the product page, all the documentation is accessible there. Now, you can also sign in through the support site or through the communities and be able to access documentation in the bookshelf there as well. But we've made all of our documentation except the install guides available just right from our website. We wanted to make it accessible. Does that answer your question?
So it's basically ca.com?
Yeah, just go to ca.com, and then where you see products, you would type in File Space Master, and it'll prompt you for FileMaster Plus. And once you get there, it'll bring you to the product page, and down to the lower right, you'll see a section there for documentation. And that will bring up the bookshelf, which will have the user guide and other guides that you can do a search for what you need.
Thank you very much.
Scott, if I might interrupt for 1 second, this is a feature that a lot of people are really interested in using, and I've tried to call out some of those important features in scenarios. So if you go down to under the knowledge-based documents section of the bookshelf, if you use that expanding bookmark link under scenarios, you will find a scenario on how to use this feature in ISPF and one for the GUI as well, which is going to walk you specifically through that so you don't have to search through the whole user guide.
Excellent. Thanks, Sarah. That's terrific. Okay, other questions? Questions or comments? What did you like about it?
This is Doug. I was wondering if this desktop version is available for the MVS. We have the tool on MVS. I didn't know if it was available. If we had the option of getting a desktop version.
So a desktop version. Well, you do have the capability with the Eclipse UI of having a graphical interface on this mainframe-based tool. Did we have a...
Is there a separate pricing, I guess, is what I was really going for.
Oh, no, that's your maintenance dollars hard at work. It's all part of your maintenance, so you're able to download the Eclipse UI.
All right. Is there some host configuration that needs to be done, I'm assuming, to enable the communication between the desktop and the host?
Yeah, so this is Scott Davidson. If you were to go to the installation guide, there's a configuration task on setting up the server, and then once you get the server set up, then you can install the Eclipse UI on your desktop and talk to that server.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
It's a pretty straightforward thing. It's just a Tomcat server. It's not too difficult to set up, so you should be good.
All right.
Great. Thanks for the question. Great question.
And again, look for a scenario on that topic as well.
Yes.
Thanks, Sarah.
Excellent. Thank you, Sarah. Other questions and comments? No, doesn't appear like there is at this time. So I'm going to give you back part of your day. You have almost 10 minutes. You could do the survey 10 times if you haven't done it already. So Sarah, what was that URL again that we can share with folks?
I'd be happy to give it to you. It's https://www.surveymonkey.com/s/Charlie Roscoe Charlie What's Z again? Zebra?
Zebra, yeah.
And when I say FB, I'm thinking Facebook.
That works too. In World War II, they would have said Foxtrot Bravo, but we'll take Facebook. That works. And then a 5.
Well, like I said, we're trying to modernize our dock experience, so there you go.
There you go. Absolutely. All right, folks. Thanks very much for your time. We appreciate it. We'll see you again next time with some more content. And keep those cards and letters coming. And please don't forget to visit the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Try 5, not 8.